Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Faith, and for the last probably like 7 years or so, I have been trying to heal from chronic illness. I'm currently being treated for early signs of Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism, and I also have quite a bit of gut issues that we've been trying to treat and figure out. So that is kind of just a short gist of what's going on in my body. I do believe that I am currently in a sort of flare-up. I haven't had one for a while. This week has been a little bit discouraging and kind of hard mentally as well as physically. During a flare-up, pretty much my body just some wild things. My stomach and digestion, first of all, is horrendous. I just feel so icky, bloated. We're gonna be so TMI in this video, so apologies. But like my bowel habits are a little bit fluctuating. I just feel so like nauseous and again, just like overall really icky. My body gets like super achy. I almost feel like I have the flu. Like my body gets really achy. My joints are really sore. The fatigue is insane. Like I am so tired and I just have zero energy. So that is kind of what a flare-up is like for me. And in this video, I just wanted to take today and just like the next couple days and just really honor my body and take care of my body and just do things and kind of like walk you guys through the process of how I take care of myself during flare-ups. I am usually such a go person, and even during flare-ups it's really hard for me to actually just like slow down, chill out, and take the time I need to heal. I still want to be like out doing like my to-do list and getting chores done and getting work done, and like although I do also still need to get work done, I can just do it a little bit differently in a way that isn't so stressful for my mind or my body in this time. So this morning I already started off by sleeping in a little bit. I did wake up at like around 2 a.m. and I just felt so nauseous, and I was up for probably like 2 hours before I could fall back asleep because I was just so uncomfortable and just didn't feel good. So I let my body sleep in a little bit. So it's now about 11. I have been up for like the last 2 hours. I am a full-time content creator. My main channel is Faith Reading Things. So today I need to do some reading for a video, which is perfect because I can just sit with a blanket outside and it not be too hard on myself. So the first thing that I'm doing is making a cup of herbal tea. I do have some fresh cut up ginger and turmeric, and I like doing ginger, turmeric, chamomile, and then I'll add a little bit of honey. And then today I'm also doing a little bit of slippery elm powder. This is really good for when my acid reflux is really acting up and I just feel very like inflamed in my stomach and gut lining. Slippery elm is made from the bark of a tree and it is very mucilaginous, so kind of like slimy. So it really helps soothe and coat the GI tract. I really like this glass teapot because I can just fill it up and then sip from it throughout the day. On days like this too, I really like to only consume like very soft and easy to digest foods. I think for lunch, probably in like an hour or so, I'm going to just sip on some bone broth and then have some of my turmeric rice. But we are just taking it kind of hour by hour, see how I'm feeling. Fresh ginger and turmeric tea also is a really good anti-inflammatory. It also helps boost the immune system a little bit. And ginger is supposed to be really helpful for nausea, but honestly, I don't find that it does very much for my nausea. If anything, sometimes it even makes it worse, oddly enough, because it is kind of like a spicy, warming herb. I've just noticed that sometimes it can irritate my stomach, but if it's mixed with like chamomile, honey, other very like soothing things, then it's usually fine. I think I might have said this earlier, but I really want to still get some like movement in, and since my body's kind of like sore, stiff, I really feel like I just need to do some like intentional stretching, maybe a little bit of like gentle yoga or something. I don't know. But for the next like 30 minutes or so, I'm probably just going to sit here and just like move my body a little bit, do some deep stretching, and during that time probably just do some like prayer and like holy meditation. These last couple weeks / couple months, I have realized the importance of speaking life over yourself, especially struggling with chronic illness and just like chronic conditions in general. I feel like it is so easy to label ourselves with chronically ill and always sick, and just speaking that over ourselves, even though like it is, in a way, the truth in the moment. I didn't realize how much that was also affecting my mentality around chronic illness. So now I'm kind of trying to like reframe my speech and say like I'm healing from chronic illness, or just speaking words and praying prayers for like full healing, because I 100% fully believe that the Lord can, and if it's in his will heal me 100% at some point. So just continuing to have faith over that and speak that over my life has really helped me mentally. And I even feel like believing that and like speaking that over my life has actually changed me physically a little bit. So I think that that's really important. Even like struggling with anything like anxiety, depression, any other kind of like illnesses, speaking life over yourself and just repeating those life-filled like verses, it honestly helps so much. I am a little bit nervous because I am going out of town in the next couple days, and I'm just really hoping that this flare-up clears up until then. I'm praying that over myself, because honestly, just traveling in general, I usually go into flare-ups either when I like am traveling there or when I'm traveling home. So I'm really trying to be like extremely intentional with taking care of my body beforehand. I will also have a full video and vlog on traveling with chronic conditions and just traveling in general, trying to live a very clean and non-toxic life, because it is a lot harder than you think, especially when it comes to like your routines, your habits. Food is a really big one. Thankfully, I feel like a lot of places are getting more healthy options, but even then, like something that I've really struggled with is they'll have like healthier options, but it's the way that they prepare them that makes me sick. So they either cook them in like canola oil, or it's like mixed with a bunch of random spices, or I don't know, there's just always something that makes the healthy foods like unhealthy, or a lot of places don't have like gluten and dairy free. So traveling with food has been really, really hard. I have just come to the conclusion that I just have to pack my own like lunchbox full of stuff. So during my vlog, I will also walk through like all of the foods that I'm bringing. Is this such a weird angle? I feel like this is such a weird angle to record in, but I will kind of go through all of my go-to snacks and kind of my routines around traveling, because we do have quite a long travel day. I think our whole entire travel day is like 8 hours. So I'm very excited to actually make that video for you guys. My body's already starting to feel so much better. I feel like a lot of times people think that being active and getting movement has to look a certain way. Like I used to always think that that looked like going to the gym and lifting weights, and something I've really noticed about my body and my health specifically is that I don't do well with really intense workouts. I do really, really well with very gentle workouts. So again, like yoga, some Pilates, except for not like the super, super hard Pilates, like the slow and gentle Pilates, because I've been healing from chronic illness for the past like 7 years. My body is just not in the same place it was in high school. In high school, I was a cheerleader, I was an athlete, you know, I was working out a lot and I was very active. And so I think now, not being able to do a lot of those things, it is hard mentally, because I feel like I should be able to do a lot more than I can. But it's also so important to just give yourself grace and know your limits and not push that. Being active doesn't look the same for everybody. Like I would love to be a gym girly and, you know, work out at 5 a.m. and be lifting weights and going on runs and, you know, all the things. But that's just not how my body works right now, and that's okay. And I need to stop putting those like unrealistic expectations on myself right now and just take it day by day and like build up to something that is comfortable for me, but also like continues to push me physically. I don't know, you just have to find that like healthy balance. We are back in the kitchen now because it is about lunchtime, and I'm just going to be heating up some chicken bone broth and then also putting in some Better Than bouillon, because I like things to taste yummy and I don't really love the taste of just plain bone broth. Bone broth is really good for skin health, intestinal health, or gut health and joint health, because it's got stuff like collagen, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, all the good stuff. So it's just very nutrient dense, very comforting, very healing. I have been on a bone broth journey though, I have very, very few that I actually like. And some of the popular bone broth brands like Kettle and Fire, I think it is, they have tomato paste in their bone broth, which I can't have tomatoes on my diet. So that's been also something that I really have to pay attention to. But this one is just by the brand Epic. I don't think it's organic though, and that is the one thing that I wish it was, because that is very important to me, but I will take what I can get. It's made with bones from free-range chickens though, so that's good. And the ingredients are just water, chicken bones, chicken feet, onions, and it says contains 2% or less of celery, carrots, garlic, sea salt, apple cider vinegar, rosemary, and turmeric. This is what the jar looks like. I just get this at my local co-op. I don't know where else they have it. They might have it on like Thrive Market, or I don't know, check your local health food stores. And then yeah, just have some Better Than Bouillon. This I really, really like because it gives that really yummy like chicken soup flavor without any MSG or anything like that. And then with that also, I was just snacking on some organic cashews. I just got these from Natural Grocers. They are roasted and salted cashews. What I really like about these though is that they don't have any oils in them. A lot of the time, even when you get like organic roasted nuts of any kind, it's usually roasted with like canola oil or some kind of like, or peanut oil. And I can't really have peanuts. I can really only have like cashews, almonds, pecans, basically anything but peanuts. So I really like how it just has no oil, just plain old cashews. I love snacking on nuts. So yummy. I can't have very many of them though, like only a little bit, because I do have my gallbladder out. I now do not have a gallbladder, so digesting fats and stuff has been very hard for me ever since getting that surgery. And then I do have some editing to do, so I'm probably just going to sip on my bone broth while I'm editing, and then after that I think I'm going to lay down for a little bit and read my book. I do feel so much better after drinking my tea and doing my stretches. It's actually insane how much that helps. I think also just like taking it easy today has been really nice on my body. Hello friends, and good morning. Yes, it is the next day. Yesterday I can't even remember like when I filmed last, but I just made a smoothie and then did a lot of reading, made dinner, watched a TV show, and then took a bath and went to bed. I think I might have gotten some footage of this, but I did create like a very, very cozy and relaxing environment for my bath last night, and that was so nice. And now this morning I just took a shower because it was hair wash day, and I also wanted to wear my hair natural today, so I wanted to wash it so it could get all like curly and stuff. And now I'm just doing my morning skincare routine. So I have my Hydrosol as my first step, and then I go in with my niacinamide serum from Good Molecules. This I feel like has literally saved my skin. For the longest time it was feeling so dry and like the texture was weird, and I was really struggling with like the oil like production regulation or whatever, and I just feel like this has helped hit so many of my issues. I definitely feel like this was like the missing ingredient in my skincare routine. And then after my niacinamide serum, I go in with this herbal face and body oil from, this girl is, well, she used to be local to me. She just moved to Arizona, I think. But she is like an herbal, like esthetician, skincare girly. So she makes some of her own products and I absolutely love them. So I will have her link down below, but I use this all over my face and body. The ingredients are jojoba oil, sunflower oil, chamomile, calendula, lavender, roses, and Doug fir. It smells so good. I'm feeling a lot better. I got like a pretty decent night's sleep last night, so I'm feeling a lot better this morning. I think once I do some more stretches and get some breakfast in, I will feel much better. Although sometimes I won't know how my stomach's doing until I eat something. But for now, it's like, feel like the burning and like the nausea has kind of gone away, which is a good sign. We do go out of town. Like I said yesterday, we do go out of town in a few days, so I do have a lot of stuff that I need to do beforehand, which I'm hoping that I feel good enough to do today. I've also really loved using a gua sha, and I also got this like face cupping stuff, so I just do this like on my cheeks right here. Feels so weird still. But I guess this is supposed to help with like blood flow, collagen production, kind of like the gua sha massaging does. I don't know, but sometimes when I am in a flare-up, I feel like my face gets a little bit like inflamed and swollen. Not swollen, but like just kind of puffy. So this definitely helps a lot with like lymphatic drainage, with any like puffiness, and just feels really good. So that is kind of like another self-care thing that I do like when I am in a flare-up. I could tell that something was like starting to be wrong with my body, because not only was like my gut having issues, but my face was breaking out really bad too. I mean, I did just get off my period, so it could have been like a hormonal thing, but I don't know. I feel like when something's wrong in my gut, I can definitely tell like all over my body. So I did just finish eating breakfast. I just had my normal like breakfast hash that I basically have every single day of my life, and my body responded really well to it. So far I feel totally fine, well, for the most part. So I think I am on the mend, which blessed, because I really did not want to travel during a flare-up. See, this is the important thing about really taking care of yourself during a flare-up, because if you don't slow down and take a few days to really like heal, it will be so much worse. Like, I'd rather be down for like 2 or 3 days than try and like work through a flare-up and then be worse for like a week and a half, and just like make my body worse. As with anything that you're struggling with, it's really important to like take the time, if you can, to just really heal and focus on mending your body. I do need to get some more reading material on just like chronic illness and like autoimmunity in general, but I do have 3 books that I am kind of like going in between reading here and there. The first one being Gut by Julia Enders. This one, I'm pretty sure she actually has like a little documentary show type of thing on Netflix, but this is just basically about your gut. And then I also have In the Flow by Alyssa Vitti. And this one, it just talks about like hormone health and like kind of cycle syncing and all that stuff, which, I mean, your body is one entity, so everything works together. So if one thing's thrown off, it's most likely going to throw off other things. So I just think it's really important to study each like part of your body. And then I also have another gut book, which is the Microbiome Solution. I'm just trying to, I think the best thing that we can do for ourselves is learn about ourselves and how our body works. That way, like, because I know that doctors like know what they're talking about, know what they're doing, but nobody knows your own body like you do. And I think it's important that we educate ourselves in like how it functions and operates, so we are more aware like when things go wrong, I guess, if that makes sense. But anyway, yeah, since I am kind of on the mend, I do think I'm going to end this vlog here. I know that probably didn't look like I did a whole lot, but that was kind of the point also. I feel like during flare-ups, it's more like rest and mental work, because it's really easy to like spiral into anxiety and depression when your body feels like it's failing you. But it's really important to just take that time to dig deeper into your faith, give yourself more love than usual. That's just kind of what I did for the last couple days. So thank you guys for coming along with me. I hope this helped maybe someone who's going through a similar thing, or if you were just curious as to like what those days kind of look like, then I hope this was entertaining for you, I guess. Like I said before, I am making a bunch of travel content, so stay tuned for that, because I will probably be out either next week or in the next like 2 weeks. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!